Hello, everybody. Welcome to 50/50 Booking. I'm your host, Peter, as always, and as normal. And I should be joined momentarily by Aaron. We'll see if that happens or not. It's what's meant to happen anyway. We'll see. But in the meantime, while Aaron is not here, I will do the stuff. Here is the Patreon page where you guys can put basically our shows to the network and help us keep things running if you feel so inclined. You can check out links in the description below, as is the Twitter, yeah, and the Instagram, yes it is. And seeing as Aaron is not here right now, we'll do my plugs. Here's my business Instagram right here. Check it out. And here is the website for it. So, logo looks a bit different now. I haven't updated that yet, but this is my photography company. So if you need any sort of photography work done, get in touch. See what I can possibly do for you. Now, on the prerequisite that my co-host will get here, the charity for this month he has is the Salvation Army. So you guys can just go to the Just Giving Charity page down below and give some donations and stuff there. So, of course, one of the things you can do to find Aaron when he's doing stuff is his Twitch streams, which you can find here. There's been a few of them this week. I dropped in on one of them the other day, which was kind of fun. I've been doing that when I can lately. So, also dropped in on Larky Kira's Twitch stream the other day as well, so which was nice. So that was all good fun. So yay for all that good stuff and everything's there. Yes, indeedy. Right. Before we get to the shows and everything, so I'm going to try and give Aaron as long as possible before I start the shows, because if he turns up while I'm doing the shows, we'll be able to go back over them. So I will start with Mustafa Ali. Well, because not really directly connected to a show thing, so I thought I'd mention it here. So, yeah, request these release. It is not, no. Ali Rickman's no longer with us. He's long since gone, I'm afraid. So, no longer, which is a shame. I actually liked Alan Rickman. I thought he was a very good actor, so it kind of sucked he passed away, but I think it's a compliment, so thanks. But yeah, he requested a release, wasn't given it. They said no. So it looks like he's stuck there for years and years now. So we will see what happens. So as far as that one goes, not the only controversy this week, of course, but I'll get onto that when we get to that particular episode, that particular show when we review it. So in the meantime, to do Italian Mafia 1. I believe good people die early. That's probably true. Which kind of sucks for me because I think I'm going to be immortal then. So, but no, in all seriousness, I think you're probably right. I think that's how that stuff generally goes. So there you go. Good afternoon, young Mr. Aaron.
Hello.
Hello. We're already live, by the way, just so you're aware.
That's fine. Sorry, I run traffic. I was doing something and I lost track of time.
No worries, not a problem. So, how evil are you? That depends on how many coffees I've had. I'm currently talking. I'm currently talking to my friend here on Twitch who's been talking to me while you were going. So, you can answer this question if you like as well.
I wouldn't say he's that evil genuinely. Coffeeless? Yeah, he has a dark side.
Yeah, it usually involves, where is my coffee? Give me my coffee. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. That is pretty much it.
I don't think I'm too bad. I mean, I do joke because I think we all have that little bit of dark to us.
Yeah, I've met worse.
Yeah, you've probably dated worse.
To a certain extent, coffeeless. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. True. So, what about the Italian mafia? Are you evil?
Or is he an espresso kind of guy?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, or is it girl? Just because you say you're Italian, I don't think you've gendered yourself, have you? No, you could be a girl for all I know. In which case, are you a espresso girl or espresso guy?
Well, it could even be an attack helicopter. Who knows these days?
Or a cat?
Yeah, apparently cats win in auctions now as well.
No, I'm serious. It's literally somebody was in a school the other day and they identified themselves as a cat.
That sounds like a catastrophe waiting to happen.
Hey, it's not a knock, man. I don't actually know just by the name, so it's always best to ask. And you drink everything. Fair enough.
Within reason, I hope.
Hey, I'm not shaming nobody for nothing. That's not my bag. So, I don't drink alcohol. I'm teetotal, but coffee, tea, soft drinks, sure.
Neither do I.
This one, on the other hand, almost anything.
I forgot we're talking about WWE soon, so thought I'd crack it open. Why not?
Well, that's why I started with this. Well, I was talking about the show, and then there we go. Who's Aaron? There's many questions. Layers to that question. Aaron has a Twitch that he runs. He makes his money for charity, and he does Twitch streams where he does games and stuff. So that's what Aaron basically does. So, but yeah, Aaron co-hosts the show with me. That's who Aaron is. Unless you want to elaborate on that. So we've known each other a while as well. So, kind of understand each other. So it does help.
Well, to a certain extent.
No.
Ooh.
No. He's the right age, but no.
I'm the milkman's son.
Yeah, I'm the White Arrow Man's son. And if you get that reference, I'll be impressed. So, well, in between talking to my friend here, Italian Mafia. I say Italian Mafia 1. There we go. I did start talking about Mustafa Ali and the fact he's not going to get his release that he asked for.
No, I heard about that. Just a bit of a shame.
Yeah, it's funny though because apparently they've solved the budget cuts.
All right.
Well, when they let what's her face go, right? Tony Storm.
Yeah.
The reason they said they're going to let her go is because we couldn't really justify it because with the budget cut stuff.
Yeah.
And since then till now, apparently it's not a thing anymore because they're not going to let him go.
Oh, we'll probably be on main event soon, then losing to Ciampa and Pete Dunne.
That's quite possible. I'm not going to lie, because he probably is.
Yeah. That's what everybody seems to be doing the past 2 weeks.
Yeah. Aaron, when he streams, plays games like Fortnite, Minecraft, stuff like that. So I'm guessing he's probably topping up and getting extra bits and pieces for when he does his next stream of it.
Not Fortnite. I'm streaming. I'm doing some work on Minecraft because anybody who watched my last Minecraft stream, I actually died in the Nether and lost all my stuff. So I'm kind of grinding back all the stuff I lost.
I saw one of your streams, but I'm pretty sure it was Fortnite though.
Yeah, the one you hopped in was Fortnite.
Yeah, I had a bit of free time then, so I hopped onto yours. I hopped onto Kira's during the week as well because I had a bit of time then too. So
Yeah. She said about that.
I do try, but usually I just don't have the time. Is the honest answer. So
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
I do like to support you guys when I can. It's just usually I don't have the chance.
No, it's understandable. I mean, you're busy.
I personally don't. I literally do not have the time to do it. Aaron plays it. Aaron plays it on his Twitch stream, and if you want to follow him when he does that, that is here. This Twitch one right here. This is his Twitch channel.
I'm pretty
As you
good.
can see here, he does Fortnite and Minecraft and a bunch of other stuff as well, and he's pretty good at it.
I play with lots of other streamers as well from all over the world.
Yeah.
And I'm always looking for new friends. So
If it's something you play, you might want to just hit him up and see, you know.
yeah, I had a friend that I haven't talked to since primary school get in contact with me lately, and he saw my Fortnite videos on TikTok, and he was just like, "Oh, we need to play." I was like, "Okay."
What, play TikTok or play Fortnite?
Play Fortnite, and it's like the first I've not spoken to him in over 20 years, and he's just turned around and said, "I want to play Fortnite with you." It's like, okay.
Fair enough. Yeah, I literally could not play Minecraft anyway. I have nothing to really play it on. This is a work computer, and I'm not putting something like that on a work computer because it'd be far too easy to go into playing games instead of doing the work I'm supposed to be doing. And the work is what makes my money. So I kind of need to do the work.
Which is understandable.
Yeah. I also leave the gameplay to people who are much more happy and much more passionate about doing it, like Aaron here.
I wouldn't say I'm passionate. I'd just say
Well, you enjoy it, is my point.
most days.
Well, you clearly do because you decide to play it. Literally, for me, it would have to be an active decision to make time to do it. And even then, I wouldn't necessarily enjoy it.
Turn around 2 seconds, set myself on fire.
So the only game I've played fairly recently was actually Mario Kart because I played it on the Switch.
All right.
But I don't own a Switch. It's just it's just a friend of mine. When it's a friend of mine and they happened to have one and they were playing it, so I played it with them. Because I used to play Mario Kart when I was younger and I was very good at it. So
yeah, I'm thinking about investing in a Switch because I've got a couple of friends that are in Australia and they've asked me to play with them, and obviously I don't have one.
yeah,
So
we can pick up Switches quite cheaply, so that would probably be an easy thing to do, honestly.
yeah, my friend in Australia is sending me his spare.
I see. I'm into football, which is what it's called here. Aaron, not so much so.
I support Liverpool.
As I said, not into football. That is a joke in case anyone can't tell. Aaron is Liverpool, which matches the colour his hair is at the moment, so which is kind of funny. So
they beat Arsenal on Thursday.
Yeah. My team played today, and I don't want to talk about it.
I wonder why.
Because we got robbed.
Yeah, so did Arsenal, to be fair. I mean, Liverpool had their training wheel team on.
No, we got robbed. We scored a goal and the referee disallowed it because somebody fell over.
Oh, no. It's not... let me guess, one of those playback ones.
Oh, no, that didn't get it overturned either. The referee disallowed it.
Oh, God.
Yes.
I hate the instant replay now. I mean, I know it worked for us. It's worked for teams quite a few times, and generally it's helpful. But stopping every 2 minutes to check things, it's just what is this, ice hockey?
I'm very much of the opinion when it comes to the VAR stuff. It doesn't work.
No.
And the goal line technology does work, and there's a very simple reason I think why it works. Because there's no human involvement in that. With the goal line technology, it's yes or no. It's a binary choice. Yes, no.
Yeah.
With VAR, it's a person's subjective opinion as to whether they think it's right or wrong. So it's still the same as essentially just having the referee decide, which means it's never going to work. You need to be, unless it's a definitive decision, then it's not going to work. So I don't like VAR at all. I think it's crap.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's one of those things. But yeah. So what about you, Italian Mafia one? Do you like football or soccer? I'm guessing soccer means you're probably an American. So because usually Americans call it soccer.
I guess the Mafia thing was American.
Oh, hello, Donnie Lucifer. Yeah, we spoke the other day. Obviously, Aaron wasn't around for that. Yeah, not too bad here. Yeah, you've actually dropped in on us starting the show. I do talk to my man Aaron here, and we talk about the wrestling stuff. Obviously, you can still speak to us and ask us questions about anything. I don't mind. I really don't. So, but it's been a nice, relaxing Sunday. So it's always good for me because normally I'm really, really busy. Aaron, of course, is currently playing games while he's talking to everyone on the internet. That's normal for Aaron, so don't worry about it. You might want to kill the music.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Because that can get us in trouble. So
I don't know how to respond to that.
Neither do I.
Oof. Hi, Siri.
Yeah, she does like talking, so yeah. Well, hope you've had a good day as Donnie Lucifer.
I like the name.
Yeah, the picture's good too, because obviously that's from the TV show. So, yeah, I would agree with that. Talking about VAR for the football.
Yeah.
The technology itself is not the problem; it's the implementation. So, yes, I would agree with you. Absolutely.
Also, like wherever you have a human aspect or human opinion, there's going to be biased, no matter like how hard you try.
Yeah, not even necessarily to a team as such, but to what you believe. Because we're not. Humans aren't.
There's no one biased.
Yeah, we're not cold and calculated unless you're a psychopath, in which case.
Hi.
You're not that kind of psychopath, trust me.
Oh.
You're not. You'd be in prison if you were. Because you'd be really bad at it. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, or a sociopath, which I like you, my man, but that's not you either.
It is what it is.
Yeah, pretty much. So, yeah, it's definitely been one of those things though about today.
Yeah, I feel like it's gone really slow.
Hasn't it all?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're talking to a Spurs fan, so yes.
Yeah.
You're
as
not
a
wrong.
Liverpool fan, I'll agree with you.
Yeah, there's definitely been some big examples of that kind of stuff. Yeah, to be fair though, we were, even after that happened though, we were still bad. So, yeah, so looks like Aaron, Donnie's with you.
Hey.
So, that definitely helps.
There's got to be more than one of us.
Well, that's why the song exists, right? You never walk alone.
Yeah, that's true.
Did he? We
I
will
feel
be,
sorry
yeah.
for the West Ham supporters. They're forever flying bubbles.
True.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson's Monkey. Yeah, if you listen to what we say, you'll work out I used to be, but I'm very critical of bad WWE, which is what this is. We do this for fun and giggles, basically. So by all means, chime in with any comments you have. It's one of those things. You don't have to be, but the other thing as well is obviously, yeah, you don't be a big fan. Not a problem with that at all. Everyone's welcome here. Not got an issue. You can be a big fan. You could be not a fan. This is more of a case of you can just join in and have fun. You don't even need to follow wrestling. I just, you can be involved. It's not a problem. And there's always different shows for everybody as well. So you can always stick around for this. It's not a problem. And we can always just chat about random stuff. Or if you think something's funny. Because, boy, there was a lot that was funny this week.
Oh, boy.
But rather than waiting for the show happens on, I will mention this now because I'll be curious to what Donnie thinks, right? So, one of the wrestlers got renamed this week. And apparently, WWE can't use a search engine. Because they renamed this wrestler to the name of a Nazi U-boat captain from World War II.
Yeah.
Yeah, renamed, yeah.
If you check his Twitter handle, it's changed on there too.
Yes. Yes, I am.
And he's now stateside full time as well.
Yeah, what makes it worse is this wrestler is Austrian.
Yeah. And they said it couldn't get any worse. They were wrong.
Oh yeah.
Funniest part about it is he's paired with an Italian and somebody from Deutschland.
All you need is someone from Japan, and it's pretty much.
I'm sure Nakamura would fit right in, but I don't know what they do with Boogs. Send him back to NXT?
I can think what they're doing, and no, let's not do that.
Black bag him and his future endeavours? Oh no, sorry, no, it wouldn't be a black bag, it would be a guitar case.
Yeah. Yeah. The problem as well is obviously, Donnie, because if you're not a big fan, you probably don't follow. The wrestler in question's got a big following and fan base in Europe, particularly as well. So he's quite well known there. So this is the other reason why it's not really clever. So, but yeah, it's probably going to fall flat on its butt. So, unless if it goes well.
I'm surprised that said wrestler said okay to this.
I suspect he didn't have a choice.
Yeah, because he seems like the guy that can't say the word no.
You're forgetting his Bob. You're forgetting his Bob. He's Bobo. His boss. He's an insane 70-plus-year-old man.
Oh no, I remember that. It's just the fact that does said 70-year-old man want to get a chop from said talent?
Yeah, Donnie.
Ooh,
so do I.
That'd be a juicy bit of gossip.
And there are a few people of that descent or of that ethnic origin who work for that company.
Yeah. In the current roster as well, if my mind serves me correct.
So, yeah.
Or was they released? I can't remember.
Heyman's one.
Yeah.
For example.
Yeah, I knew that one. I heard that Ricochet's being released,
He wishes.
but I don't know who that is, to be fair.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens because obviously they're denied alleys. I think people get released will probably be after WrestleMania, but yeah,
Change, wouldn't it? Instead of more people coming to main roster, more people leaving main roster.
Yeah, I mean, the thing I will say about the name thing though is he's clearly changed it because the reason WWE changed the name is
Vince
they
hates
want
indie guys.
no, because Walter is his actual name, so you can't copyright it. Okay, so you can't own the trademark or anything. WWE like owning the names and trademarks of their wrestlers, so they can like make merchandise and branding. So even if he leaves, they can still use it. If he left and he still has Walter, they can't do it, and that's why they changed his name. Probably should have picked one that was checked.
Yeah.
Am I into boxing? No, is the simple answer to that. Aaron?
Sometimes, depending who's fighting, really. I don't like Tyson Fury that much.
That's fair enough. I'm not a boxing fan at all, and I also don't like MMA either.
I don't mind MMA.
Well, it's kind of the same reason I don't like both, so there's a thing to it. So I'm not a big fan of watching actual people actually just trying to go out and hurt each other.
It's understandable.
Well,
Just not for everyone.
Yeah, well, Donnie likes MMA, and that's fine. Okay, not got an issue with that at all. People can like what they like. Not a problem with me. It's just not for me.
I used to like train with judo and stuff like that, so like I used to like that kind of thing.
Yeah, well, I'm martial arts trained too, young man. So, which is
I know.
one of the reasons I don't like it. So, yeah, I'm trained.
He's very trained.
Yeah, I am trained in fighting styles. I'm also trained as a wrestler. I did wrestle for a while, so that's the other reason why part of the reason we do this show is because I've actually been a wrestler, so I understand that part. But yes, I know certain martial arts as well. I won't name what they are, but I do know a few, and it's not just one either. So, Aaron, of course, Aaron did judo.
Yeah, and that's about it.
Yeah, so it's one of those things. But what about you? You didn't mention about MMA. Are you all right with MMA?
Me?
Do you like MMA?
Yeah, I like MMA.
Okay, cool.
I don't watch it as much. I'm more into UFC.
It's the same thing, mate. MMA is the name. It's the collective name for the whole lot.
Yeah, I know.
Because like Bellator, UFC, and all that stuff falls under essentially MMA.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't like that. I don't like how UFC is being used in AEW as much.
They've kind of eased off of that. It's pretty much not there anymore.
Yeah, I'm grateful for that because I felt like they were kind of taking the mickey out of it. To be honest,
it deserves taking the mickey out of it. It's stupid, and what I mean by that is the promos they do in MMA are worse than they do in wrestling.
Yeah.
That's what I'm referring to. I'm not talking about when they have the matches or anything, but their promos are worse than wrestling promos.
See, they never really used to do promos until I think it was when Lesnar first went into MMA.
Yeah, exactly. They picked it up from wrestling.
Yeah, and he wanted he turned around and said, "I want to say something," and they're just like, "Well, we don't do that here." And she's like, "Well, you should."
I think they're silly, and I don't particularly enjoy it. I don't like it when boxers do it either, to be honest, because when a boxer does it, it's kind of like most of the time they're trying too hard,
Yeah.
and it seems a bit weak. There are a couple of them who can do it, and I believe them what they say, which is the key to any sort of thing you say like that. But most boxers and MMA guys, when they do promos, sound silly. To be fair, there's a lot of wrestlers who do too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very particular about who I like doing promos. Oh, there we go. Colin McGregor.
He's good on the microphone.
There you go. There's one of your exceptions right there. Someone who can actually talk. He's very good at it too, to be fair to the man.
He can talk for days. Like, give him
Yeah.
any topic, he won't shut up about it.
So, but yeah, there's one of your exceptions right there, because there are MMA fighters who can do it, but it's a small number. I would say, and this may not be a popular statement, but I'll say it, I think more wrestlers can do it than MMA guys and boxers can.
Yeah, I think that's why some WWE fighters have been good when they've made the transition, since like the promo bit has been added to UFC, because they're good for the money and stuff.
Well, you mentioned Lesnar. Obviously, Lashley did it as well. So,
And CM Punk tried.
yeah, I'm talking about successfully.
Bless him.
To be fair to Punk, though, he's still got a lot of money out of that stuff. So good luck to the man, you know.
There was no way that he was going to do it and not have a lot of money out of it, to be fair, though, let's be honest.
Yeah. At the same time, though, I admire the fact he tried.
No, he said he wanted to throw his hand at UFC, and he did exactly that, and then that was about.
Yeah.
I'm just glad he didn't continue.
Yeah, the fact it went the way it did is irrelevant. I admire the fact he at least tried. I like when people try things. If you think you want to try, and there's a chance you can, try it. Because you're better off doing it and regretting it than not doing it and regretting not doing it in the first place.
Like me, I want to try skydiving.
There you go. You only have to try it once. If it doesn't work,
I'll probably have a seizure on my way up and not be able to do it, but I want to try.
I could just imagine you jumping out and having a seizure pulling the cord.
Okay.
For the benefit of anyone watching who isn't aware, Aaron has
Epilepsy.
there you go.
Or how do I normally say it?
Yeah, do it the way you normally say it.
Uncontrollable involuntary breakdancing disorder.
Yeah. Although if he was alive during the 70s, it'd be staying alive.
Or Saturday Night Fever.
Exactly. So there we go.
It is what it is.
Exactly. So unless we get more comments, we should probably actually start on the shows. And obviously we'll answer people as we go along if anyone comes up with anything. So so yes, it was better that having those conversations was better than starting off with Raw for the show, but we do have to get to it, I'm afraid.
Yeah. It is unfortunate.
Yeah. So for those of you who are obviously new to this, we go through the past week that's just happened with the results. So we're going to start with Monday Night Raw, then it'll be NXT, then it'll be NXT UK, and then it'll be SmackDown.
Yeah, and then possibly an after show, depending on if we're in the mood and how late it is.
Yeah. And sometimes we get people to come on for those, so that can be fun.
Yeah. Special guest appearances.
Exactly. More often than not, that it tends to be Aaron's significant other.
Yeah, she's
And then
working this evening, though, I believe.
Yeah, and then we just spend about that time taking the mickey out of Aaron. So
Yeah. I mean, we've got something we can take the mickey out of her with her for a change.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, she's got a girlfriend. Oh, I'm sorry, no, maid of honor.
No, you said it right the first time. Girlfriend. Really?
I've never third wheeled on a date, my own date before.
Well, you know,
I have now.
we was talking about it earlier. Try, if you get the chance to try it, at least try it once.
Don't like it.
Well, it's 2 girls and 1 guy. What's not to like?
Well, that's true, but she has a boyfriend, so.
Minor detail. Mind you, that's only if she's into that stuff, obviously.
Oh, she is.
Oh, then, you know, then there's always a chance. Well, hey!
Yeah.
But hey, it doesn't matter if you've got a boyfriend. You're into that stuff too, so you're good.
That's true.
Mind you, you have to find them attractive. That's the thing, of course.
Yeah,
It does help.
it does.
Because Aaron
Haley
isn't.
definitely does.
Because Aaron isn't a simple whore. He is a picky man whore.
Yeah, sure. Caring too much with colours.
Exactly. Why do I feel like playing 70s porn music right now? I don't know why. Anyway.
I'd be concerned if you had 70s porn on your desktop.
No, but I could probably find it if I needed to. I've got the Apple Music subscription thing, so I could probably find it if I needed to.
Oh, wow.
Also, there's YouTube searching and stuff. You know, it's not hard to find stuff if you really want to find it.
No, I really don't want to find it.
That's what she said. Anyway.
Yikes.
But in all seriousness, she got a maid of honor, though.
Yeah, she's currently got 2.
She can have 2. There's no reason you can't have 2.
She's deciding whether or not to invite the first one.
Oh, okay. Then there you go. Gives her options. Options is always good.
Yeah. Well, I'm very short on options for my best man, so.
Your hands don't count, by the way.
No, and they've got me through some tough times.
Yeah. Anyway, on with the show. Until something else comes up, because it always does on this show. So, Monday Night Raw.
Well, Becky Lynch opened up the show, and we had a recap of what happened last week with the triple threat. Becky started taking credit for how hot the women's division is right now. And even though, to me, the women's division is just boring right now, to be honest.
Yes.
And then Becky said Doudrop will never be champion as long as she's in control of the Raw Championship. And yeah, that didn't go down well, and Doudrop just came out. And yeah, they had a segment together.
Yeah. It was what you'd expect, and it was bad.
It was crap.
Okay, we'll use those. We'll use the grown-up ones. It was fucking shit. It did, however, lead to a tag match.
Yeah, it did. It was Doudrop and Lynch versus Morgan and Belair, and the match didn't last long. Piper got the win, basically.
Yeah. Well, you know what had to be quick though, don't you?
Mm.
Because they wasn't sure if they could coexist.
Oh boy.
Which, for anyone not familiar with it, it's a WWE trope. Always sit people together who are feuding in tag team matches and seeing how long it is until they turn on each other.
And it was pretty immediate. Doudrop splashed Becky, dragged her to the corner, tagged herself in, and then splashed Bianca and got the pin.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I can't remember if it was Bianca or Liv. It was one of the two. I don't really care.
It was quick and it was over. That's the best thing you can say about it.
I wouldn't even say that's the best part. Best part was it finished.
That's what I mean. It was over.
Mm.
As in over and done with. I don't mean as in people liked it. Because no.
No.
Anyway, next.
Next we had an Edge, Beth, Dana, Reggie, and Priest segment. That was okay, to be honest. Priest asked Edge for some advice on Royal Rumble. Edge, of course, the previous Rumble, 2-time Rumble winner, was just like, yeah, sure. And because it's coming up to a Rumble, this made sense. So not that angry about it. Was okay.
I mean, the thing is, if you're going to look at it from an actual normal story to point and not be stupid, if you've never been in one of those matches before, ask someone who's been in one. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Especially somebody who's won 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
The only other person you
As
could have
long as
asked.
your name isn't. As long as your name isn't Triple H, of course.
Well, I was going to say, the only person you could ask who would have been better for that, and that's because I've won 3 of them, is Austin.
Stone Cold.
Yeah. But he weren't there. So Edge is as good as anyone.
Something that interested me on Friday, though, was Jeff Jarrett was on SmackDown.
Yep. And he's on Game Changer Wrestling tonight.
Yeah.
GCW. He's been going around smacking people with his guitar. It's kind of funny.
Oh, that's out of tune.
He dresses all. I don't know what. I didn't see him on SmackDown, but on GCW, he dresses all in black with black cowboy hat and just randomly smacks people in the head. He's done it to a woman wrestler. He's done it to a man wrestler.
Oh, he was wearing the opposite. He was all in white, so.
Of course he was.
But actually, it was kind of like a cream color, not exactly white, but close enough.
Yeah, he when he was there as a talent, that's the sort of shit he used to wear, so it makes sense.
Mm. He gives off Paige vibes, or Paige gives off Jarrett vibes. I don't know why.
Okay, it's an interesting statement.
Mm.
As in which page? Because quite a few pages.
Hangman Adam Page.
Oh, that kind. Well, Virginia and Tennessee aren't that far from each other, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, might be the cowboy shirt as well.
Jarrett's not actually a cowboy.
No, he's just always been made to look like one.
Yeah. So, Page is legitimately a cowboy. He was brought up on a farm and a ranch and did stuff. So, yeah, actual cowboy.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. But obviously that's not yet because that's SmackDown he was talking about anyway. So, anyway, we had that multiple person segment. Is that what leads us to the Owens Priest match? Or do we have something else between? Yeah.
There's a Priest and Owens segment. It was okay. Kevin saying he was looking forward to his match with Priest was kind of funny, but I guess it kind of made sense.
Yeah. I suppose.
I mean, in a way, not in a great way, but in a way.
Yeah, that's why I said I suppose, because I was trying to work out how it makes sense.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you why it doesn't make sense. Okay. They have this match. Okay.
And Priest loses.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't get that either.
And for those of you unaware, Priest is the United States champion.
Yeah. I mean, unless they're trying to give Owens give Owens a belt to keep him in the company, because it might have been a contract clause.
There's no way Vince would have done that, in my personal opinion. But your explanation at least makes sense, which is probably another reason I wouldn't be that. But it's a better explanation than what it would actually be.
Yeah. What isn't these days, though, to be fair?
Yeah. Is it RK Bro now?
No idea.
Because I've literally
Academy's graduation ceremony.
Yeah, I've only got segments and matches. So
well, let me have a recap of the shit Rhea Ripley and Nikki Cross segment.
Yeah.
The Academy segment was actually what I thought it was going to kind of be, stupid and was ironic, but Riddle kind of turned things around with quite a lot of humour. The mental test made Otis look terrified, whatever that's going to be. Probably like a multiple choice quiz or something.
If it involves thinking, then yeah, because they make him out to be kind of a thicko. Which he probably isn't in real life, but that's how he's portrayed, so.
Yeah. And yeah, we're getting that this week. Then we're getting Theory and McMahon in a segment, which was funny because McMahon said if Austin didn't win, he would beat him up and just send a picture to Theory's mum. This made me laugh. I wanted to see this. I wanted Theory to lose.
I didn't see this segment, so I have a question for you. When he said he'd send a picture to his mum, did he mean of him beating him, or just send a picture to his mum? Because that could be really creepy.
I'm not sure.
Because I personally thinking as trying to think of what it'd be like for as a woman to receive a picture from 75-year-old Vince McMahon doing God knows what.
You'd have to ask someone help sending a picture.
Weird enough, he probably knows how to do that because old men and porn.
True.
So, well, men and porn generally, we tend to work out how to do stuff that involves porn. It's yeah, Aaron trying to look all innocent here, like he's never watched porn or done anything to do with porn in his life. Don't believe you.
No comment.
Kind of proving mine. Right, so after that we have Theory versus Balor again.
This was okay. It wasn't the worst match in the world, except it was really bad.
The problem is both of them have got talent, but this is what, the 7th time I think.
Yeah.
And since he came up, which is like a couple of months or so.
Yeah.
That's way too many to such a short space of time.
Yeah. The Theory won this, if anybody didn't know.
Yeah, it's kind of obvious because apparently Vince has no faith in Balor. That came out during the week.
Doesn't surprise me, but it's tragic.
Because they don't want to release him to go to anywhere else, because anyone else will be able to use him really well, apparently. So that's why they don't want to release him. But they don't want to use him.
Doesn't surprise me.
It makes no bloody sense. That's the honest answer to it. Because why keep somebody you're not going to use? There's no value in it. You're paying somebody literally to do nothing.
No, of course.
Hey, don't get me wrong. If somebody wants to pay me to sit around doing nothing all day, I'm probably
You do
fine
it.
with that. Yeah, I'm fine with that. As long as I can live, as long as I can actually live and eat and shit, I'm cool. Yeah, great.
And taking L's all the time though is just exhausting.
Yeah. But at the same time,
It's kind of demeaning for such really good talent.
yeah, it is. And I don't really think it helps Theory either, to be perfectly honest.
No, I mean, if this was like such, if they're looking for something to do with these two like individuals, put them in a tag team. I could see them working well as a tag.
Well,
Sure, Austin's got a bit of inexperience.
The problem with that now is because they've had like about 7 matches in 2 months. You're playing into that trope. Can they coexist?
Yeah. That gives them even more of a reason to do it, though. They'll be good at it.
I would say, not being funny, it probably is a good idea, but because they do that coexist shit far too much, it kind of makes me think, oh no.
Yeah, me too. It's terrible. It just is.
Yeah. You'd be real bad.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is next for us after that?
We had Rhea Ripley versus Nikki Ash.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, a match that never actually happened.
Yeah, that was why I said did we.
Yeah, it was that good. And this has nothing to do with either of the wrestlers, because either of the wrestlers are bloody talented. This is shitty booking.
Oh, yeah. The entire women's division has that as an excuse straight away. Their booking is atrocious.
It's just like last minute stuff, and it blows.
And that's depressing. Whoever thought being blind would be a bad thing?
Yeah. That really sucks.
Yeah. Just going to let that hang there. Right.
I see
Speaking-
nothing.
I was going to say, speaking of things that sucked, Omos.
Are we not going to talk about Nikki's interview segment afterwards and how backwardsly fucking confusingly stupid it was?
Oh, you just did it, so cool.
Okay, yeah, so Omos. Yeah.
Also, this fits more into the stupid section than Nikki's interview did.
Splat is what I'm going to say.
Yeah. Omos has a match against Reggie, and Omos wins.
I can't even say win with a straight face. He gets dominated. And it's really bad because Reggie's actually a good talent. Yet he's being used like this.
Yes, he is. And this is WWE. What do you expect?
Yeah, I guess Reggie is one of the cruiserweights, so yeah, it makes sense. He'll be released soon.
Well, yeah, you can't have anyone come appear on 205 Live.
I don't think they did 205 Live anymore. I thought it was just main event now.
No, they do.
With plus 205 talent.
It's NXT talent.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, NXT's been taken over by the Black and Gold. Sorry, main event's been taken over by Black and Gold.
That sounds more like it. I wish I'd taken over this next fucking segment.
You and me both.
This was fucking stupid.
Yeah. Alright. So I don't even really want to talk about this.
Okay, I'll sum it up very, very quickly. Maurice hits Beth Phoenix with a brick. The end. Done.
Yeah.
Brick in a
The
handbag.
stupid part about this, you can see how rubber the brick is.
Yeah. Don't get me
Miz
wrong.
holds it up for the camera.
Yeah, do not get me wrong. I'm glad it's fucking rubber. I don't want to hit it with a real one, but please don't make it obvious.
Yeah. Just. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Who's surprised?
No one here.
No. Same.
Nobody here drawing night photography surprise whatsoever. I just did a
The
staff
fact
meeting.
that the purse actually bounced off of Beth's head in the replay that they showed as well shows you how rubber this actually fucking was.
Yeah.
Just like if you're doing a spot like this, don't show a replay of a fake that's supposed to be like real object bouncing off someone's head.
Yeah, just leave it the real time thing. Don't replay it because the ricochet off of it makes it really obvious. So yeah. I would say to be fair to Maurice, I'd actually had to try and make it look convincing before, because I'd actually had to try and do it to anyone before.
Especially somebody the caliber and size of Beth Phoenix, who's actually taller.
Yeah, but she's the face and Maurice is the heel. You can't really have the face do this.
You'll know what I'm saying is it's a lot easier to hit down on someone than it is to hit up.
Oh, of course it is, yeah.
And make it look convincing.
Yeah. For those of you unaware, Beth is 6'1", 6'2", I think, and Maurice is about 5'8", maybe.
I think 5'9" at a push.
Yeah.
Miz is 5'9" and they're about the same height, so 5'8.5".
The Miz is the same height as me,
which is
5'9".
Yeah.
Yeah.
And him and Maurice are about the same height. I think she's the tiniest bit shorter, so 5'8.5" maybe.
Yeah. Although to be fair, she usually wears heels as well, so that will make her slightly taller as well.
Mm.
Or heeled boots, so she'll be taller. But even then, that's still several inches you're trying to make up in height to try and make that look good, and it's not going to work. Aaron is exactly right. It's much easier if you're coming down to somebody doing something like that. Because here's an idea. If you're going to do that spot, jump off the turnbuckle and do it. Because then you're coming down on her.
Yeah.
Also, you can keep your hands on the purse, so that way when it hits, it doesn't bounce.
Yeah, more weight, more impact, less damage.
Yeah. It also looks more convincing, so it doesn't bounce around like a fucking basketball.
Dun, 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 dun.
Or a pinball, if you've got a pinball machine.
So, next we had Profits and Mysterios versus Dirty Dogs and Aziz and Apollo.
8-man tag.
Why?
To fill up time on the show, clearly. But well, just cut a long story short, the Prophets and Mysterios win.
It was pointless to me, to be honest, it just says a lot about the tag division.
That's why I just said who won and just went on from there. So pretty much
And then
Shelley
we
made
had a bit of a mind
Go on.
games moment between the Mysterios and the Prophets, because the Mysterios threw the Prophets over the top rope, and then Rey Mysterio threw Dominic Mysterio over the top rope.
Yeah, for those of you unaware, these are like, ooh, if that happens at the Rumble, you're going to be out. They do this all the way leading up to the pay-per-view, which is next Sunday.
I did like the fact that Ray threw Dominic over, just like because it was like remember, like he's giving him a reminder.
Every man for himself. Yeah, again.
Yeah, even father and son.
Yeah, this is, to be honest, that spot I don't have a problem with, because you do need to remind people who are not familiar with the event, this is what will happen. Just don't do it for every single match leading up to it.
Yeah. Also, if it leads to Dominic eliminating Mysterio in the Rumble,
yeah,
and starting a feud between the father and son, I wouldn't be opposed to that either.
It can at least cause friction, because if one does eliminate the other, it could cause a problem. I mean, if Ray ends up eliminating Dominic and Dominic's a hothead, that works too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this could end up working very well, yeah.
We had a Bobby
Lashley.
We had a Bobby Lashley after the bell segment, which was cool. To be honest. Then we had a Bobby and Brock segment that was good. Miz and Maurice segment was okay, but a bit much on the kissing side of things.
The way you said the Lashley thing, you made it sound like a 90s children's show. Bobby Lashley after the bell.
Yeah. Then we had an Alexa Bliss and
yeah, well done for setting off everyone's Alexas. Well done.
What? We had a Bliss and Dr. Whatever his face was.
Shelby.
Segment. That was boring, but funny in a way, I guess. To be honest, the Bliss segments, like last week, fine. Like you done it. I called this last week. It happened.
You did, yeah.
Great. We didn't need it 2 weeks in a row.
But you're going to get it, and you'll get it next week as well.
And there was like no improvement shown at all either. So it was just like,
yeah, which is why you'll get it next week too.
Then we got the main event, which was Bobby Lashley versus Seth Rollins, and apparently no Lesnar this week. This was a great match, to be honest, and thankfully not as one-sided as a lot of people thought it would be. But Seth gave as good as he got from Lashley, but as this match was getting good, Lashley got taken out and DQ'd by the Hurt Business. And then after that, Seth checked to see what was going on with Lashley, and the Usos snuck up from behind and double super kicked him in the face. To be honest, I didn't mind the ending of the show. I just disliked the end of the actual match.
I have a problem with this match taking place.
Because they're both the competitors for the championships, it's hurtful for both.
Yeah. Whoever loses this, if you have a definitive loser, the way WWE works, you can't have either of them lose, because you're supposed to get them strong for the title match.
Yeah, that's why I knew when this match started we wasn't going to get a winner. Yeah. Something was going to happen.
But the thing is, though, when you have two good wrestlers fight each other, you can have one of them lose. It's okay to lose to a good competitor. You don't lose anything. But that's not how WWE sees this.
Yeah. This was probably written down as a no contest.
DQ, actually. I checked.
Oh, DQ win for Lashley.
Uh-huh.
It's not that bad, then.
Yeah.
I just think the fact that Rollins got the super kicks to the face is a bit damaging.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you know, I check these when they do those kind of schmozzes just to see if it's a no contest or a DQ because of the way they
Yeah,
are.
always.
So there you go. But that being the end of Raw, thank God. That's me. You can't give us a rating, though.
We gave it a 4.
Yeah, I can see a 4. But, ladies and gentlemen, I have to. It's NXT 2.0.
Well, LA Knight kicked off the show, as we knew he kind of would after last week's shenanigans with LA Knight.
Dummy, yeah.
Dummy, yeah.
At this point, let's be honest, he's pretty much just Eli Drake.
Yeah, Knight was back in full face mode, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which I'm not opposed to. He's a good face. He's an annoying heel, so that works too.
He can do both, which is it's a good thing to be able to do.
Yes, it is.
Very few can do them convincingly, and he can do both.
Yeah. It makes a change as well, because there's not a lot of wrestlers that can do both convincingly.
It's a short list, and I mean of all time too. It's a very short list.
It is.
Unfortunately, him being out here means we got Waller.
Who's surprised about this?
No one ever.
No. Not surprised at all.
Not one iota.
No.
They chat, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, basically.
But it did lead to something, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, they both cut a promo. Waller couldn't get the job done, and then that drew the frustration of Waller. He came out with a restraining order for LA Knight with a 50 feet radius discipline. That meant LA Knight couldn't go within 50 yards of him, basically. LA Knight said that was smart even for him. But you don't have a restraining order against this guy. And Dexter Lumis's music hit. And Grayson turned around with his fists raised, ready to fight. And Lumis did his thing where he crawled out from underneath the ring and tried to silence him. So Waller ran in the ring and then realized, oops, Knight's in there. And Knight gave him an ultimatum. Either he lifts the restraining order and fights Knight, or he gets silenced by Dexter Lumis.
Yeah. Which Aaron, of course, hates this because Aaron doesn't like Dexter Lumis at all.
Yeah, and then we went to a break and came back, and it was clear that Dexter Lumis was the one that Knight chose.
Yeah, because also for those of you unaware, Aaron likes Dexter Lumis, so that kind of works for him.
I don't mind him. He's okay.
He's Aaron's spirit animal.
That does not make sense, but okay.
That's the point.
Fair enough. I wasn't sure about like most of this segment, to be honest. It was good. But then you had the problem of Grayson fighting Dexter Lumis. You knew that Lumis was going to lose because heel heat.
Yeah.
And it was a good match. The steel chair attack, because this was revenge for Dexter being attacked with a steel chair a few weeks back by Grayson Waller. Then in the picture-in-picture break, Waller actually put a Gargano escape on Lumis just to pissed Loomis off even more. But also caused more damage to Loomis's arm. However, Waller was almost silenced, but a big guy attacked Dexter and cost Loomis the match.
Well-
No idea who the big guy is.
Well, that is the way.
He looks like, I think it's one of the members of what was it called? Hindu Share?
Oh yeah, it's the other one, not the one who ended up with Jinder.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that guy. Yeah, you're exactly right. I just don't remember his name, but that's the guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember his name either. He was so memorable.
Well, to be fair, he wasn't around very much. So there is that.
Yeah, there is that, I suppose.
So, something I just found out, by the way, and I'll pass this on now. Apparently, WWE reached out to other Impact female wrestlers to be in the Royal Rumble, other than just Mickie James.
Yeah.
The two in question have declined, but it wouldn't surprise you to learn it's the former Iconics.
I knew who you was going to say as soon as you said somebody else in Impact.
Yeah. That came up as a result of Fightful Select, for those of you who want to know where it came from. They're very good at that sort of stuff. So, yeah. Well, I thought it was worth mentioning to Aaron because I figured he'd find that interesting.
That's funny.
Yeah. Speaking of funny things,
They deserve that.
Well, WWE do, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
They treated those two like crap.
Yep. Some
I was
would
never
say
that big-
worse than crap.
I was never that big a fan of them, to be honest, as an act. But I
No.
would still never treat them that way.
Oh, yeah. No. I wasn't a fan of them either. But the way they were treated, especially after leaving,
Yeah.
like this, like bad talk about them and everything, it was just like, just grow up. Like, they've left, get over it.
Yeah.
So there was no need for it at all.
No. Definitely not. Let's see. Now, unless there's anything in between, I believe the next thing I have is the Creed brothers.
Yeah, the Waller and Malcolm Bivens and Strong segment was funny. And we also got the main event from it in Walter versus Strong. We got Dusty Cup teams were announced: GYV, Creed Brothers, Briggs Jensen, Jacket Time, Chase and Bodie, Legado, Blade and Inofi, MSK. This was a full tournament, but no women's ones were announced as of yet. However, I wonder why.
They've got to find the women.
But then you had Briggs and Jensen versus the Creed Brothers.
Yeah.
But just before that happened, there was an MSK and Legado segment, which was kind of funny.
Yeah. Anyway, the Creed brothers.
Yeah.
They won the match. They should have won this match. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much what you can say about it, really.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
See, all right. I have another match listed next, so because I have
Right.
Dante Chen versus Guru Raja.
Yeah, we had a Dante Chen package, which was okay.
Yeah.
And then an Imperium segment that was good, and then we had Dante Chen versus Guru Roger. The match started, but then Duke Hudson came out and attacked Chen and Roger because, well, there was no reason.
Yeah.
And that was the end of that match.
Would you like to guess what the result of the match is?
No contest?
Exactly right.
Then we had Joe Gacy and Harland and Odyssey Jones in a segment, which was okay, and Harland gave Jones kind of one of his weird looks before he left, which kind of led a few people to believe that there would be an attack later on in the show, and there was. So, yeah.
So surprised.
Surprise! No surprise. Oh, shit. Then we had Braun Breaker segment, which was okay with Lopez and Escobar. It was a good heat. It was a good heat builder. Then we had a really fucking stupid Tony D'Angelo and Pete Dunne Memorial segment.
Yeah, this was bollocks.
It was crap. But Tony wants Mello's gold. Mello came out with Trick and said no, basically.
I don't blame him.
Then Grimes came out and said me first, and Mello said you two decide, and then I'll fight. Then I'll fight whoever comes out on top. And I mean, it's not the worst thing to do. These two will probably end up doing some damage to each other, and it will give Carmelo a weakened opponent.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with you doing this. It is smart. Yeah. I agree.
But also the words, and maybe I'll fight the winner, gives him that loophole that said, I never said I would.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. For me, that's smart. He's supposed to be smart. So have him be smart.
The funny part about this segment, though, was that D'Angelo tried to attack Grimes. Grimes grabbed the picture of Pete Dunne standing and posing like that and broke it over D'Angelo's head.
Yeah.
It was quite comical, to be honest. But, yeah, that was the end of that segment, thankfully.
Yeah.
Then we had Briggs and Jensen in a segment, which was funny, but I don't get the pairing with Carter and Catanzaro. It's okay. It just doesn't work for me.
It's kind of weird when you've got one of them being all sort of nervous about it as well. It's like, you guys have spent time together before.
Yeah.
This is not a new thing. It's not like you don't know each other.
Yeah. It do be strange.
It's like you and your other half. It'd be like, because obviously you knew each other for a long time before obviously you got together. It'd be like you two being really weird with each other.
I mean, to be honest, when we first met up after not seeing each other for a few years, it was weird. But it wasn't this weird. This weird's just uncomfortably
but
you see each other every week. Stop.
But that is my exact point.
Yeah.
It was not clever.
No, it's not clever.
So anyway, Ivy Nile versus Kaylee Ray.
Yeah, this wasn't much cleverer either.
Really? What is that, Aaron?
Because it was crap.
Would you like to tell the children why it was crap?
Ivy Nile is one of the best talents in NXT right now, and you can quote me on that because I will gladly say it anywhere. Mm-hmm. She's brilliant. She got her. She was picked up from the Titan Games. Was it Titan Games? I think it was Titan Games. By Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
And he turned around and said, "Go there. You're made for that." And that's what she did.
Yep.
And now she's being treated. Now she's being used like this, and like it's good, but it's not great.
No. Ivy Nile was a part of Diamond Mine, if I remember correctly. Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
And to be honest, it works.
Yeah.
Ivy Nile in the Diamond Mine, it works. She's new. She's not that good at the talking because we haven't really seen her do any talking because she's been in the Diamond Mine.
But that's why you put her in a group like this, because you've got Malcolm Bivens.
And you've got Roderick Strong.
Yes.
And you've got Hatchet Man, who's done a lot of promos before in the past. You've got 3 learning trees that she's sitting under and growing underneath.
Yeah, until she's ready, you can have any one of them do the talking.
Yeah, precisely. What you really shouldn't do, however, is put her in this fucking match.
Against Kaylee Ray.
I just...
Yeah, this is one of those instances where you've got 2 very good wrestlers, but this has not helped either of them.
No, not at all. Absolutely not.
And it's infuriating for all the reasons Aaron said. Ivy Nile is very talented. She's got a lot of great potential. And then you've got Kaylee Ray, who we all know who's very good.
Mm-hmm. Ex-American Ninja Warrior.
Yeah.
Just on, like, just one thing that she's known for.
And there you go.
And there's, like, a whole host of other things, too.
Yeah.
So she's got so many accolades, and she's being used like this. This is why it's so crap for the women's division right now. It's absolutely it's ridiculous.
Hey, John Laurinaitis.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's not great.
Well, him and Pritchard.
Yeah.
So yeah. Right, so after that match, I have a Dusty Classic tag match next on my list.
Sure.
Which is Blade and Inofi defeating Legado El Fantasma.
Yeah, I remember now.
So, but
This was crap.
it was surprising.
No, I take it back. This wasn't crap. This was actually alright.
I was gonna say I think crap was a bit too harsh.
Yeah, I mean, I was happy for him, but I was shocked because Legado.
Yeah, that's why it was surprising.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's nice to have a good surprise, and it wasn't the worst idea.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't the worst idea.
I mean, Legado aren't really in the top ranked tag teams either of NXT, so this doesn't really cause them any problems either. And you're helping Blade and Inofi look good.
Yeah.
You're building of a team, so this to
be
me
honest,
was fine.
With the way that Legado have been lately, because of like Zion Quinn and the Elektra situation and everything, they've got plenty of excuses to have or give for their mishaps.
Yeah, they could also be a case of, well, we underestimated them as well. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can come out with it, but it doesn't take away from the fact that Blade and Inofi benefit from winning this match.
No, of course not.
So for me, I was okay with it. I thought it was good.
Yeah. Wasn't the worst thing that happened this week. Let's put it that way.
No, we're going to get to that in a little while.
We're not too far away from SmackDown.
Oh, okay. I was on about what happens at the end of this show, but okay.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure that's the worst thing that happened this week.
Yeah, Tharley. Yeah, it was far above the rest.
Was it over to this side over here?
Probably.
Yeah. So next thing I have is a match between Dakota Kai and Yulisa Leon, which Kai won. Not surprising.
No, not surprising at all, really.
So there you go. That, of course, leads us up to our main event. Oh boy. Ordinarily, we'd really look forward to this match.
I mean, I was.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with the match. But the problem now is it's going to be overshadowed by what happened afterwards.
Yeah.
Because this, ladies and gentlemen, this match is where we found out Walter's new name.
Say it, because I can't. I just can't, really. I really don't want to. Because then it's real.
I will explain this to a bit, okay? They dropped the Starks part of the name. So it's just Gunther. Okay. The reason this became a big issue, for those of you unaware, we did mention this at the beginning of the show, is the whole name was the name of a German U-boat captain in World War II, who happened to, and of course at that point in time, Germany was run by, you know who. Yes. So that did not go down well with anybody. Bearing in mind, Walter is Austrian. And for those of you who don't know your history, there was a certain man with a very short moustache. He was Austrian too. And for those of you who don't know who I'm referring to, ask someone because I'm not saying it. Or I can give you an indirect tip. He only has one ball. The other is in the Albert Hall. If you don't know that rhyme, ask your grandparents.
I'm pretty sure if you ask your grandparents, it's probably taught at school.
Well, it was taught at my school too. So yeah, if you did World War II at school, you probably know who I'm referring to.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know who I'm referring to, ask your grandparents because they will know. So yeah, Walter, because that's what I'm going to keep calling him because I'm not calling him that other name, won the match against Roderick Strong.
Mm-hmm.
I had to use the name to obviously explain what the issue is, but I'm not calling him that name.
No, don't do it.
So, but for those of you who are wondering, the reason for the name change, more than likely, is probably down to WWE wanting to own the name so they can use it for trademarking stuff once the wrestler eventually leaves the company. They can't do that if they call him Walter because Walter's his actual name.
Yeah.
Look at it this way. It's like if AJ Styles leaves WWE at some point, that is AJ Styles' name.
Mm-hmm.
So they would have to make an arrangement or agreement with him to still be able to sell merchandise that involves him. So there you go.
What we got out of this segment, though, what we got out of this was obviously Walter's real name, but after he said that, him and Imperium carried on the assault on Roderick Strong, which brought out the Creed brothers. So we'll probably get Imperium versus Diamond Mine next week in a tag match.
or at least at some point, certainly.
which will be interesting.
Please don't have them do war games.
I think it's too soon for war games yet.
No, but you know why, don't you?
Because Regal's gone?
No.
No.
What have they just done to Walter?
Oh, God. Yeah, no. I'm against war games too.
Yeah, you're following me now, yeah? I know it's too soon, but Vince is Vince.
Yeah, we know.
So, yeah.
Not good.
Also, technically this is the end of the show now, but there is something that we missed. I'm going to go back and touch upon it. So is it Saraya?
Soraya.
Yeah, Saraya. Did you see what she was dressed as?
No.
Japanese schoolgirl.
Oh. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, that's picked up a bit of a flack as well.
I bet it has.
What I'll say about that, though, by comparison to the water thing, nowhere near as serious. This, however, right, there's two things to this. If that's how she likes,
out of the gutter.
right, that's one. But two, if that's how she likes to dress, because if this come from her and this is her thing, she likes to do this, leave her alone. Okay, her choice.
Might be a cosplay thing. She might be into it.
Right, exactly. However, if this is a Vince thing or a Bruce Pritchard thing or a John Lionwrights thing, then I can understand the concern. So it kind of depends where the origin of this comes from.
Fingers crossed it's not either of them twats.
Yeah. One of those three, to be perfectly honest. So.
That's true.
But yeah. But I thought I'd mention it because obviously it was something that did come up as well. It didn't come up naturally during the course of the show, so I thought I should mention it. But yeah. So that is at the end of NXT. So, NXT rating, please. Oh.
5.
Yep.
The middle of the road, really.
As I say, did it lose some points because of Walter?
Yeah.
I bet it did. I almost expect you to turn around and go -5.
9. Oh, no, sorry.
Yeah, I avoided that joke for many reasons.
Oops. Oops, my heart went oops.
Oh, these young kids, they don't know if they were born.
Yikes.
I can say it to him because he's a lot younger than me, so right.
And don't you know it?
Yeah, you're just jealous because I can grow facial hair, so shush you. Right.
I ain't got facial hair, just not like all over. My chin's covered at the moment.
Yeah, but what with the facial hair? Was Katie busy, was she? Anyway, let's get everyone back out the gutter and into NXT UK.
I was back in the gutter. Oh no, that's NXT UK.
I said out of the gutter. That's why I said NXT UK. We'll go back to the gutter for SmackDown.
Ooh, I mean, I was at Kaylee's and watching TV with her this week, and she had her nieces and nephews over.
Yeah.
And they watched the Scooby-Doo WWE episode. WWE Scooby-Doo episode.
Yeah. I've actually seen it, so yeah.
The part I found funny, the only WWE stars that were still with the company in the episode was Kofi, Miz, and Sheamus. All the other ones were either dead, retired, or in AEW.
Do you know what's really funny about that? You can hear about Scooby going, Rex, where are you now? And Vince goes, they were fired.
Yeah. It's kind of sad, to be honest.
Yeah, how do you think it feels when I watch some of the? If I go back and watch some of the stuff I watched when I was younger, like your sort of age, I watched a lot of those matches. Most of those people are dead.
I mean, I kind of forgot about Stardust, to be honest, and I bet Cody Rhodes wishes he could too.
Yeah, just a bit.
No, he's like that.
Yeah, I'm doing it the crap way because that's the crap gimmick. That's the joke. Because if you do it this way, then it's AJ's.
Yeah.
So, but Cody had an interesting week anyway. But that's not this show. So.
Yeah, you say interesting.
Oh, I do say interesting. Because some of us know and some of us know. And that's how I'm leaving that. Right.
I heard a couple of things through the rumor mill as well, but
yeah. Anyway, NXT UK. Unless you want to continue talking about Scooby Doo's WWE episode.
no, I'm good.
Yeah. So NXT UK first match I have here is a tag match involving Aaron's favourite tag team of all of the times. Pretty Deadly.
Actually, no, my new favourite UK tag team is in this match.
Yeah, it's the opposition. I know. It's what you wanted. I'm glad you got it. But they lost.
Huh?
Yeah, they lost.
Oh yeah, they did, didn't they?
Yeah, Grabwell and Huxley, for those of you who don't know. Aaron asked for this last week and he got it. So I'm happy he got it, but they did lose.
It was a pretty good match.
I know you don't like thinking about Pretty Deadly winning anything, but still.
It was a pretty good match, and I'm saying that even with Pretty Deadly in it.
Yeah. But yeah, all jokes aside, Aaron does not like Pretty Deadly, just to be clear.
They made like a Ginny's Mel segment, which was okay.
I wonder if she's changing her name.
Probably not.
What, you don't think they'll change her name to like Ava?
No, probably Warboat or something.
No, they don't use the word boring names, remember? That's why the Raiders got their names changed.
Oh, right. So Nazi Boat then.
Yeah, there you go.
Close enough.
Yeah. For those of you wondering, that's probably what Vince will think to call it. That's why Aaron's saying it, to be clear. He's not advocating that she gets called that.
No. I wouldn't wish that upon anyone, except maybe Pretty Deadly.
He was waiting for that response. So, yeah. But who knows? This might keep Grabber and Huxley together as a team, even though they did lose.
It might do, and it might actually give them a better chance as a team, to be honest, to go stateside. Because I can't see them as individuals going stateside, because Huxley's character is nothing that NXT are going to want to work with, but Gradwell's got the voice box for it.
Yeah, the problem is Vince hates tag teams.
Vince may do, but it works in NXT.
Yeah, and who runs the creative in NXT now?
Oh, yeah.
The only saving grace they have is Pritchard actually doesn't mind tag teams, so maybe that will help them.
Yeah, maybe.
So, and Laurinaitis was part of a tag team when he used to wrestle, so that may help as well. Plus, his brother was in a very famous tag team. So that possibly could go in their favour too. So you may have a point.
Maybe.
But that was that anyway. So that leads us to our ladies' match. At least that's how I'm doing this. So it's Isa Dawn against Amelia Mackenzie.
Isla Dawn, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. I'll say it as I like. Thank you very much. It's not like she's a war criminal or anything.
That's true. There was also a De Familia and Gallus segment before that happened, but that was actually pretty good. Oh, we're getting a match between Gallus and De Familia next week.
Oh, there you go. So, yeah, I didn't catch the segments. I only caught stuff to do with the matches for NXT UK. So,
that's fair enough.
So Dawn and Mackenzie. So Dawn won the match.
Yeah.
So yeah, you told us about Gallus and having a match next week. So that's cool. Now, do we have anything between the women's match and the Heritage Cup match?
There was an ML segment. Was okay. It was okay, to be honest. It was just saying that she had enough of Ginny, so we'd probably end up seeing Ginny versus ML at some point, probably next week, possibly,
or the week after. The way they do the booking for this show.
Yeah, more than likely.
You know, you could end up seeing Walter again because, you know, he's not called Walter anymore, so he might come back.
Could do.
Because bear in mind, last week's was like Walter's last stand. He's not Walter anymore, so he can come back.
That's true.
Oh, dear. So anyway, so Amel basically saying about Ginny, so cool. Does that lead us to our match then for the Heritage Cup?
Maybe. Yeah, it does.
Okay, cool. So we have Noah Andara against A-Kid for the Heritage Cup.
Yeah.
And just something to say about it.
It was a good match. First ever rounds match to end in a draw in NXT UK history.
Yeah, I noticed that as well. So, yeah. The reason I ask Aaron is sometimes I know he doesn't particularly want to talk about certain matches, which is why I just go through them very quickly, because that's on purpose.
Yeah.
Because those are the really bad matches, basically.
So,
I only talk about, sorry, I was going to say, we only talk about the really bad matches if there's a particular thing we need to discuss related to them.
Yeah, I'll run down this match really quick.
Yeah.
This was a British Rounds Rules match, so there was 6 rounds maximum. Round 1, there was no fall, a little scuffle at the end. Round 2, no fall, Dar fell outside of the ring, injured his leg. Round 3, Noam hit a rolling over on A-Kid for the win. So there was Dar was 1-0 up round 3. Round 4, the Moonsault DDT by A-Kid got the pin, full victory to draw it level. Then round 5, there was no fall. And round 6, there was no fall either because A-Kid didn't refuse to tap to Dar's submission.
Cool. So that gave us our first draw. So
Yeah.
Dar, of course, retains for a draw.
Yeah.
But of course, could mean at some point we'll get this again.
Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to it.
So, we will have to see, but that does bring us to the end of NXT UK.
Yeah.
Which is because NXT UK is a short show because it's only an hour, so we only get a few bits in it, which is good because it tends to make it much more on point.
Mm-hmm.
Also has the least amount of interference from Vince McMahon.
Yeah, I thought that's generally the case, to be fair.
Yeah, we just think they forget it exists.
Yeah, because it's actually good, so they might misinterpret it for someone else's show.
Yeah. Speaking of which, you need to rate it.
The show wasn't bad. I said 7. There could have been some improvements.
Yeah. I think 7's a good score for it. And now we go back down to the gutter for SmackDown.
Yeah.
Where we start with Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins segment.
Yeah, this was...
We do realise they do have to build up to their match at the Rumble, but Jesus Christ, really?
Yeah, it was... It wasn't bad. It wasn't like, oh my god, this is fucking crap.
No, but...
It was on the level.
Yeah.
So we had a recap of the face-to-face that happened last week. Then we had a recap of the ambush on Raw. So that left us wondering what would happen this week. And the Usos kicked off the show. They was out to celebrate Roman's 508-day title reign, now 511. That made history and gave him the world's longest Universal Championship title reign holder. And then they gave him an introduction, and we had the whole Roman entrance that was over 5 minutes long. Then we was given a promo package on Reigns and Seth, and Seth came out, cut a promo on his own, and started the chants for the Usos for being such a good tag team, being patronizing, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "How about I fight the Usos, and if I win, they're banned on Sunday. If you win, you can have them." What really didn't work about this was hang on, no, I've messed up here.
No, it's all right.
Yeah, after Seth said about the Usos being the best tag teams ever, Reigns said, "Did Cena write that promo for you?" And Reigns said, "They'll be barred on Sunday anyway. You have my word." And Seth said, "Your words are crap about me. How about me and partner versus the Usos? If I win, they're banned on Sunday. If they win, they can be ringside for the match." The Usos accepted without Roman Reigns' permission, and that pissed him off.
Yeah.
The Usos basically turned around and said, "Oh, no one will team with you. No one even likes you." And then Kevin Owens' music hit.
Yeah.
Because, of course, Raw superstars can be on SmackDown leading up to the Royal Rumble, because that's just normal.
Yeah, the thing about this is I knew Owens was going to be on this show because that was leaked beforehand.
Yeah. Then Roman said, "How about if you lose your match, if you're such a gambling man, at the Rumble, if you lose this match, you lose your match at the Rumble." And Seth said, "Yeah, sure." And it was like this actually made things interesting. A little bit. It was a really long ass promo. It was a long ass segment, and it really was longer than it needed to be. But it was okay.
It was way longer than it needed to be, but I think that last bit's a mistake. Because if you'd kept it to whether the Usos could be at ringside or not, I think that's okay. But the minute you have him say he loses the match, you know that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So you're kind of telling us who's going to win your main event by saying
Mhm.
that. It's dumb.
It is, yeah.
Because you're supposed to be trying to keep us there till the end of the show, not to us. Oh, when you get to the main event, you have to watch because you know who's going to win.
Yeah. It does not make sense.
Yeah, that's why I thought this was bad. Because up until that last bit, it was actually okay. But then they had to go do that, which turned it to bad.
Yeah. It is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it was shit.
Yeah. So, next.
I mean, what you can also say about this is that Roman said, "How about if you lose your match at the Royal Rumble?" This, like, he said, "They'll be barred anyway. You have my word." If you're supposed to be the face, which Rollins is in this situation, say okay. Take his word for it. Especially if you've got all this history with him, say, yeah, all right, sure. Then we can have like a main event that isn't tied in here as well.
There is that, but also, Rollins is also supposed to be smart as well. And we know Roman lies.
Yeah.
So from that point of view, it actually made sense that Rollins didn't buy it. But I get what you mean. By going by the normal babyface thing WWE do, yeah, that's what should have happened.
Yeah.
Don't worry, kiddies. Aaron's doing drugs.
No, rebattery in my charger.
Yeah, we know. You got to put the butt plug back in. I know.
That probably didn't help my case, did it?
No. No, he's changing I know he's changing the batteries for the controller. So I saw him take the back of the controller. That's how I know that's what it was. I just like to have fun. It's one of those things.
Yeah.
So, Kingston versus Moss next, I believe.
I believe so. And what a rematch.
Yeah.
And for some reason, Big E was on the show too.
Uh-huh.
Sure, like Owens, Big E. Why not have two of the main Raw superstars on the show?
They probably got a lift together.
Probably. Nice Uber driver somewhere along the lines.
But this match is the example of one of the reasons this show has the name it is. It's 50-50 booking. Because last week Moss won, this week Kingston won.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I mean, I don't mind either of. I don't mind Moss or Kingston, to be honest. I just don't like the fact that Kingston's being used like this. It just doesn't make sense to me.
I don't mind either of them, but they're both being badly used. That's the issue with this.
Yeah. It really is.
They gotta do better.
Do a little bit better.
But it couldn't be much worse.
No.
So, yeah, there you go. Next up, I have the next match I have up is Aaliyah versus Natalia,
Mm-hmm.
which is won by Aaliyah by disqualification.
Yeah. For the second time in God knows. For the second time in 2 weeks, Aaliyah has beaten Natalia.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm saying that, but I am, so.
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
Yeah.
onto the War Raiders. I mean Viking Raiders. Taking on Los Lotharios.
Mm-hmm.
To make a long, boring story very short, the Viking Raiders won. Yeah, simple as that. Yeah. Speaking now of stupid stories, Naomi against Charlotte Flair.
Oh boy, we're going super stupid, aren't we?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Because you've got Naomi, who's in the middle of a feud with Sonya Deville, and none of us know why.
No. None of us at all.
And the problem with that is he's coming off as incredibly racist.
Yep.
If that's not what you're trying to do, then tell us what's going on. Because otherwise, you're letting people think that she's being a racist to Naomi.
Mm-hmm.
And of all the women to be in that role, Sonya Deville would not be the one I would pick if you are going to do that.
No.
For a whole bunch of reasons.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, so Naomi and Charlotte have a match to sum this up. And Charlotte won.
This was not great in
Nope.
any shape or form.
It was not. Nope.
This was pretty terrible.
Yes, it was.
It really makes me question being a WWE fan.
Yeah. Speaking of things that make you question anything, the next thing up is Sami Zayn.
Oh, sanity, where are you?
AW, Independent Wrestling, Impact.
Not what I
Raw.
meant, but okay.
I know, but wrestling. We have Sami Zayn out here being Sami Zayn.
No, he's being insane.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Then you tell the people what happened then. Go on.
Sammy tried to outdo Johnny Knoxville by doing his first original stunt, and Johnny Knoxville came out and said, "Oh, look, this isn't even on," and zapped Zayn in the balls with it.
Yeah.
This didn't actually happen. Just to clarify.
What? Was we all on a psychotropic drug and it was a dream?
No, this did happen. It just Knoxville didn't actually turn it on because the sound guy was so off fucking cue. It was ridiculous.
Yes, he was.
It was like, what the actual hell? Are you trying to make it realistic, or are you just fucking up on purpose? Because I know what one I'd go with.
The latter, I would go with.
As would I.
So yeah, this is obviously supposed to be continuing their ongoing whatever the hell it is. And Knoxville, of course, is in the Rumble, so I imagine him and Sammy will do something there as well.
Probably. This will probably end at WrestleMania. Let's be honest.
Maybe, but I think a lot of it's supposed to be helping to build up the Jackass film that's coming out.
Yeah,
So I think it kind of depends on when that's going to be a thing.
stranger things have happened.
Yeah, usually on Netflix.
Yeah. To be fair, that's not wrong either.
Mm-hmm. There's several shows on Netflix which are very strange.
Squid Games for one.
No, Squid Games isn't what I'm referring to. Squid Games is relatively normal. There's a couple of shows on there which really shouldn't be anything anywhere.
Yeah, I know what you're referring to.
Yeah, I'm not saying what it is because I'm not going to tell people what it is because I don't want them going to go and check it out because you really don't want to.
Mm-mm.
Squid Games is going back to Squid Games. Squid Games is one of those things where people either it works for you or it doesn't.
9 times out of 10, from what I've heard, most people don't like it. That's fair enough.
Most people I know actually like it quite a lot. So I think it depends on your audience, honestly, because I think the average regular person probably is going to struggle with it because it requires a lot of paying attention and thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Which the average TV viewer does not want to do that.
No, they want to come home from work. They want to sit down. They want to relax. They don't want to have to pay They don't want to have to pay full attention to something.
Right. But if you're one of those people who likes to watch things to be challenged and to enjoy things and follow the plot drama, what's going on, then it's probably for you.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends what kind of viewer you are.
Isn't that confusing to think about?
Yeah. Basically, if you follow WWE and you really, really like it, then don't watch Squid Game because it'll completely screw with you. If, however, you watch WWE and you pick holes in it like we do, there's a good chance you'll be right with Squid Game.
Wow.
That's pretty much how it works. That's pretty much how it works. Obviously, you don't count because you have a hard time paying attention at the best of times. You're kind of proving my point right now.
No, I'm confused.
You do get easily distracted, is my point.
Yeah, I'm just overly confused right now because I had a dog, and he's gone.
He means on the game, to be clear, people. Just to be clear, he's not talking about Bruce.
No, but that would explain why it's so quiet right now.
Yeah, I wondered about that because normally you hear him at least once during the show. And I've not heard him at all.
Yeah, he's been seeing a doggy psych.
I was going to say, you didn't yeet him out the window, did you?
I wish.
Yeah.
There may be trouble ahead. But no, he's okay. He's just under some training at the moment to try and sort his shit out because he's been a douche.
Oh, you mean just being Bruce?
Pretty much, but my mum's like getting to the stage where she's had enough of it.
Yeah.
Didn't take long.
I'm wondering what took her that long, in all honesty.
Yeah, Bruce is lasting longer than the last one, let's be honest.
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't know the last one, he's Steph's fur baby on Hook Up with Steph.
Yeah, he's actually doing very well for himself at present.
Yes, he's a daddo now too.
Yeah. So exactly. So
Father of Hate, isn't it?
it's something like that. I don't remember exactly how many there are. I have a picture. I have a picture somewhere.
I got sent a picture of when they were first born, but I don't know whether or not they're still with them or what now.
Oh no, most of them got homes now.
That's good.
So one of them looks really like Mojo.
Yeah.
The rest of them look more like the mother and the grandmother.
Yeah, Steph asked me for a picture of Mojo as a puppy, and I sent her one.
Yeah, I saw it. She showed me.
Yeah.
It's a good comparison considering, because as I said, one of them really does look like him, and I think that's why.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen him in ages, to be fair.
I meant when he was a puppy, because one of the pups and
Yeah,
him looked
yeah.
very much alike at that age.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We got two more matches to go. Yeah, I imagine so. He's kind of hard not to miss, considering he is quite big.
What are we up to? Viking Raiders versus Los Lotharios.
No, we got past that. We got past. We just did Knoxville and Zane.
Oh, right. Another thing that was announced before that part was the WWE Championship weigh-in, which is a UFC thing, but apparently WWE are doing it for the Lashley versus Lesnar fight.
Yeah. Here's the thing about this: when wrestlers do this in wrestling context, it's always a trope. Somebody will end up getting jumped. This is how this works.
Yeah.
Or somebody will hit somebody with the weights, or blah blah blah. It'll be something like that.
It'll be something stupid.
Yeah. Because anytime you have a contract signing or a weigh-in in wrestling, forget it.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to get hit with something or go through something.
Yeah, that's pretty much the case.
So yeah. So we have, let's see. So the next match I have is Sheamus versus Ricochet.
Yeah. I mean, this was a good match. I bet Sheamus is running out of ways to be hit with the brogue kick, to be honest.
I think Ricochet can probably think of more ways to take it.
Wouldn't surprise me.
It wouldn't surprise me at all. Ricochet's capable of quite a lot of fun things.
I wouldn't surprise me if he had like a little handbook. How, like, instead of like 1,000 ways to die, it's 1,000 ways to take a brogue.
Yeah, I mean, Ricochet's case is probably 1,002, 1,003, 1,004, 1,005, because he probably keeps thinking new ways.
Yeah, it's probably his favourite pastime while he's sitting waiting for his
He's released, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for anyone who hasn't worked it out, Sheamus won this match.
Surprise.
To no one ever.
Yeah.
So, anything left, really, match-wise, is the main event.
Yeah, wasn't that a shit show?
Yeah. As Aaron mentioned as well, we also had Jeff Jarrett on this show as well.
Yeah. But this was Rollins versus Owens versus the Usos.
Yeah.
Right, Rollins and Owens versus the Usos, not Rollins versus Owens. My bad.
That would have been more fun, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, to be fair, it would have been.
So, to cut a long story short, because they kind of gave away what's going to happen in this match because of that promo at the very beginning of the show, Rollins and Owens won.
Uh-huh.
Again, did not surprise at all, because as I said, that opening promo gave this away.
Also, just in case anybody didn't know, the way this actually happened was Roman Reigns caused a DQ by hitting Seth Rollins. So he made his cousins lose.
Which could also be a receipt for the fact they accepted the match without Reigns say so.
And also on top of that, the stupid part about this was Roman goes out and he says all the time he hates seeing his cousins lose.
Yeah.
What did he do right here?
Yeah, but at the same time, they went against what he wanted. So this could be considered him punishing them for going against what he wants. So I kind of get in one sense, but in another sense, you do also have a point.
Yeah.
So not the worst thing in the world.
That'll probably come next week at the Rumble.
Yeah, more than likely. Or the dumbass waiting.
Probably.
But that, of course, was the end of SmackDown, which means you have to rate SmackDown.
I guess SmackDown is a 5.
It's a 5 for SmackDown. Okay, so that's all the shows done for the week.
Yeah.
So,
wasn't that hard?
No. Obviously, programming note for next Sunday show is we will obviously preview the Rumble as well.
And unfortunately, I won't be able to make next week's show.
Why not?
Because I am in Ramsgate for the weekend.
Why?
I'm going to see my goddaughter.
Okay.
Because they're coming down for the weekend.
Okay. See? This, people, that is what we call an actual reason.
And I only get to see them, once a year, twice a year. So I'm not passing up the opportunity for anyone.
They live closer to me than they do to you. And they live quite a distance from me.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, not a worries. So, yeah, you guys will have just me then. So, so not a problem. So, it's all good. But
I will say my picks for the Rumble. If you don't,
I'll say you can give your predictions now if you want.
So my prediction for the women's Rumble is Lita, just because the way it's been building up. And if she doesn't win, then she'll be at Mania against Charlotte because of the way that this has been done.
I can get that. Yeah, I get you.
Men's Royal Rumble, I don't care. If I had to pick somebody, no, I don't. I really don't want to pick anybody, to be honest.
That's fair enough. You don't have to.
I'm gonna say Knoxville just for the Jackass side of things.
That's right. That you can do that. He's in the Rumble, so yeah, you can just go with him.
But a serious pick though. Damian Priest, but I'd like it to happen.
Not the worst idea.
And if Lita doesn't win, Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Those are the two that seem the most likely.
Sure. So those are Aaron's predictions, obviously, for the Rumble matches. Of course, I don't have to do my predictions until the actual day of the Rumble, because that's when the show is. So that works for me. Yay! Do you want to give predictions for anything else on the show?
I believe Lesnar will beat Lashley.
Okay.
No, sorry. Lashley will beat Lesnar. Sorry.
But will he take the belt?
Yeah.
Okay. Because you do need to specify that, by the way, because you can win title matches and not win the belt.
No, I reckon Lashley will win, and then Lesnar will go into the Rumble because he'll want to go after Roman again.
Okay.
But he'll get eliminated by somebody else.
I'll say that's interesting because you don't have him winning the Rumble, though.
No.
Okay. Cool. So Lashley.
Then Reigns will beat Rollins. Unfortunately, I think.
Okay.
Because it's kind of like a who cares kind of match.
John Moxley.
Congratulations to Moxley on his return as well to AEW.
Yeah, and Bubba Ray, you're a fucking idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know about that?
No, not off the top of my head.
Right. For those of you who've not seen this, Bubba Ray on Twitter came out with the John Moxley should apologize to the fans because he decided to go to rehab and not say sorry to the fans for missing shows.
Seriously?
Yep.
Dickhead.
Yep. That's pretty much what everyone said in response to that, including Renee Young. Or Renee Paquette, as she is now, of course.
Just dickhead.
It has not gone well on social media, I can tell you that straight away.
Oh, I wonder why.
Because it's stupid.
Yeah, just a bit.
But yeah, it's good to see Moxley back. He was on Dynamite, then he was on wrestled on Rampage. He had an independent match last night, and tonight he is defending the GCW World Title against Homicide. It's a busy
Nice.
week for Mr. Moxley.
Yeah, he likes to stay busy.
Well, considering he's not done it for about, he's not been doing anything wrestling wise for about 3 months. So yeah, he's probably itching to get caught up on stuff. And he looks in very good shape now because, you can see the difference.
Yeah.
So, but hopefully he's happy and he's healthy now, and that's the important part. The fact he's wrestling again is great, but the healthy part's more important.
Yeah, he does look a lot more healthier than he did.
Yeah.
Which is good. We like to see it.
We do indeed. So this is a good thing. See? Yay! So essentially at this point, guys, we're pretty much after show territory at this point, so probably should just pop that up. So that way people know this isn't the main show. So this is where we will talk about whatever the hell we want.
Ouch.
So
yeah.
So
My legs are still very much asleep.
yeah, so this is where we pretty much talk about AEW and Dynamite and Rampage and anything else because we want to.
And if you don't like it, you know where the backing out button is.
You can. If you don't want to follow this stuff, you can stop watching now and just come back to us next time. So it's okay. Not everything is
If you don't
straight.
like the stuff, you can be released.
Yeah. But at the same time, if you want to have a listen and check out what we're going to talk about, that's cool too. Also, questions and remarks never a problem as well. Even if it's not live, you can still put them in the comments. I do check them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What did we think?
Of
What do you mean? Of?
Moxley's return.
Well, I was going to go with Dynamite first because that happened. Because that's how it works. So Moxley was first thing that was on the show, obviously. That wanker in the crowd's a dick.
Which one?
The one in the crowd, the main one. The one Moxie told to fuck off.
All right.
Do you not know why that came out of Moxie's mouth?
No.
That bloke in the crowd said to him, "Get that fucking drunk out the ring. I don't want to see him." That's why Moxley said, "Go fuck yourself."
Hmm.
I don't blame him.
I didn't hear it. They must have edited out the broadcast that I watched.
It was very hard to hear,
Yeah.
but people in the attendance caught it and it did make it to social media, so that's why I know what it was.
Yeah.
Also, Moxie's not in the habit of just randomly telling the crowd to go and fuck themselves, so I knew it had to be something.
Yeah. Wouldn't put it past him.
Also, he was looking at the very particular point of the crowd when he said it, which kind of implied somebody in the crowd said something. That does kind of give it away too.
Yeah. Just a bit.
So, but he looked good shape and stuff. And of course, then he wrestled on Rampage a couple of days later.
Yeah.
And unlike normal Rampages, the Rampage on Friday was live. That was not taped after Dynamite.
Nope.
So, because sometimes that does happen. So, just let people know. You got your tag match, which I thought you'd be interesting to talk about.
Which one?
The Kings of the Black Throne.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, I was just watching this game. I know somewhere Aaron is very happy with himself.
Yeah. Indeed.
Yeah. Thought you would.
Mm-hmm.
Also, when you reach the age of 62, I bet you wish you could jump off shit like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, Sting, you know you're 62, right? Sting!
Sorry, what?
Well, again, something you probably might have found funny if you did catch hold of it. When the Acclaim came out to the match, they had that little parody video they had.
Yeah.
You see, what you may not have caught was that Bowens at the very end of it said, "Welcome to the Black Parade, bitches." Which I figured might have been of interest to you because you would have got the reference.
Yeah.
So it's always funny. Oh, let's see what else was there. Cody. What did Aaron think of Cody? Okay, I'm curious as to why that's your response, because most people find this interesting.
Yeah, no, I just don't really like Cody.
That's fair enough.
He's never really interested me.
That's fair enough. Not everyone is for everybody. It's a common. It's something we do.
Like, he's fine in the matches. He's a great performer. It's just
you don't like his promo.
Nah.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I can understand that.
Just like he said, he was waiting to cut this promo for a while, so he's going to do it now. Does the promo, and I'm sitting there I'm sitting there and thinking, has he done it yet? Because I mean, if you're going to reference the pipe bomb before you do a promo, it's got to be a fucking good promo.
Do you know the context of this promo? Would be my question.
I'm pretty sure that I do.
You know Cody's not under contract, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Everything Cody said in that promo was true. That was the point
Yeah.
of that promo. Despite the fact, you think about it, it shouldn't be, but it is. Everything he said is true.
Mm-hmm.
He poked a lot of different people with that one promo.
Yeah.
One of which, of course, was Punk.
Mm-hmm.
So he set up a bunch of feuds from this one promo.
It kind of makes sense then, I guess.
So it's probably the best promo he's done in a while, but I can understand why people like yourself don't like his promos, because Cody's a very particular way of doing a promo. It's much better than the one he did for the Go-Go feud. That was fucking crap. This at least served a purpose, and I could see what he was doing with it. I also understand why it's not everyone's cup of tea as well. But the main thing that came out of this most immediate thing is the fact of next week on AEW, we're getting a ladder match between Cody and Sammy.
Which is good.
So basically, we'll have just one TNT champion again.
Mm-hmm. So the interim champion was for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, but that's the way it should be, in all honesty, if you're going to do that. You're not supposed to have them long term.
No.
So, because I'd never encountered the interim thing before, because obviously I'm not a UFC MMA fan or a boxing fan.
No.
But I spoke to a couple of people I know who were, and they did explain the point of this. And it's like, okay, sure. So the fact this ladder match was announced for this, and it was literally the minute they could do it, okay, cool, not a problem.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I understand it. It's just, it feels like they did this and then decided to do the thing, and I'm just standing here thinking, did they fuck up by giving Cody the belt because they thought Sammy was injured, and then decide, oh yeah, we'll do an interim thing and then give you a ladder match that you don't need, but you probably would like to see more than a rematch?
Probably the screw up was having the match with Dustin and Sammy for the interim belt in the first place, because I'm assuming they probably thought Cody may have been out longer than he was.
Yeah.
So I think that was
If
probably
Cody
the
would have
issue.
been out for longer, it would have made more sense.
Yeah. But I think it was the case because Cody had things. They didn't know exactly when he'd be all right, but he was all right fairly quickly. And I think that's what's caused the issue, because they didn't know when he'd be able to come back.
Yeah.
So, but at least it's going to be decided quickly. So basically next Wednesday we'll have just one of them again, which is cool. Which then takes us to Rampage, where Moxley had his first match back against Ethan Page.
Yeah.
Which there'll be a lot of people will be like, he was a bit too weak in this. Why was he like? He's not wrestled for 3 months. He's not going to be top-notch shape.
No.
He's going to be a bit sluggish. Plus, his body's changed as well, so you've got to get used to that shit too. So,
It's not only body size, it's body weight as well. Different weight class. Also,
there's been in shape and has been in wrestling shape, and that is a thing for anyone who's not aware of this.
Mm-hmm.
So both things came into effect here, and yeah, I thought it was a fairly decent match. It did what it needed to do. And I liked Ethan's selling of the choke.
Yeah.
So Moxley won the match. Only real problem I had this week is because I was really annoyed by it, was the fact I didn't get Roppongi Vice versus the Bucks, which is what I wanted.
Roppongi Vice?
Oh, the Beretta Nick Jackson match. It should have been a tag match.
Oh.
But one of the members of the teams couldn't be there, and that's why it was a singles match.
Okay.
To explain it for you, because obviously you didn't watch it, there's a guy called Rocky Romero. Him and Trent Beretta were once a tag team called Roppongi Vice. They were going to have a tag match against the Bucks.
Oh, the best friends against the Bucks.
No, they're called Roppongi Vice. They have an actual team name. Rocky
Right,
Romero
yeah.
and Trent Beretta.
Yeah, they're part of Chaos.
Yes. They've
Yeah, I
actually
know
beaten
that.
the Bucks several times for the IWGP tag belts, which is why you had those clips the other day with the New Japan stuff on. It was all to do with that. But Rocky Romero, for whatever reason, couldn't make it, which is why he got Trent Beretta versus Nick Jackson.
Yeah, I thought we were supposed to have a tag match. I just couldn't remember where it was.
Yeah, that was it. Also, there was supposed to be an FTR match against Brock and Lee Johnson, which didn't happen on Dynamite either. And that's something to do with FTR. I don't know what exactly happened, but that's why that match didn't happen as well.
Eh.
So,
I'm not the biggest FTR fan, so I'm not going to complain about that.
yeah, I think that was more of a case of they were teasing the Arn and Tully thing, because obviously they used to be partners.
Yeah.
So I think that was what the whole point of that is. So, but we'll see what happens, because I think they'll probably go back to that at some point.
Mm-hmm.
We also got a hook match from Rampage, which, you know.
It was a pretty good match. I just felt sorry for Serpentico.
Serpentico did his job here, like a champ.
Yeah.
He made Hook look good.
Which isn't hard.
Oh, it is. When somebody's that inexperienced, it is. Even if they're naturally talented or gifted or anything like that, it's still hard. Because that's like Hook's third match.
Fourth.
Well, there you go. It's still single figures, which means it's always going to be a bit iffy.
Yeah.
But I do think Hook is further along than what he probably should be as far as in-ring stuff goes.
Yeah, they've really pushed him, and pushed him hard.
Yeah. Also, his first live match that he's had.
Yeah.
Wasn't pre-recorded, so that's also a good sign as well, because it didn't look bad.
No. I mean, working with Taz has its perks, I guess.
Well, yeah, especially when he's your dad.
Mm-hmm.
Does help. See, Hook is an advocate for if you want to be a wrestler, have crisps and go to strip clubs.
Yeah.
Because apparently it works. I mean, look at him.
You saw that, did you?
Oh, I know he did it, yeah.
Oh, yeah, so I sent you the link to it, didn't I?
Yeah. To be fair, I already knew he'd done it, and to be honest, I don't have a problem people going to strip clubs. You go for it. If you're old enough and it's your own choice, you do what you like. Don't care.
Yeah, I got permission for my bachelor party.
Oh, you don't need my permission. You can do what you like. You just got to make sure that your other half either consents or doesn't find out.
Oh, I've been told that I'm not allowed strippers, but she
Ooh.
is. This just doesn't seem fair.
It's not. It's double standards.
Mm-hmm.
Just till they get him out.
She's allowed
just
to go to a Magic Mike show.
Just tell her you're going to go to a Magic Mike show. See what she says.
It's not a bad idea.
There you go. See.
And for anybody who might be confused about why I'd want to go see a Magic Mike show, I'm bi.
Yeah. So there you go. And here's the thing, just to explain to anyone who doesn't understand. Just because Aaron's bi does not mean he can't have a straight relationship.
Yeah, some people have preferences.
Yeah. And some people are monogamous, or some people are polyamorous.
Some
Whatever
people are both.
You can't be both in that instance. They're mutually exclusive to each other. Monogamous is one person at a time. Polyamorous is multiple partners. They are literally exclusive to each other. You can only be one of those.
Yeah.
But the point is, as long as you're not hurting anyone, you're upfront about it. Doesn't matter.
No.
So, but that's why essentially Aaron could just easily go to a Magic Mike night as going to a strip club where you get female strippers. When you buy, you got options. That's how best to put it.
It's like a multiple choice question.
And there isn't really a wrong answer.
Yeah.
So there you go. I do have a question for you, but I'll ask you later when we're not on the stream. So, because I'm actually respecting your answer. So, but it's not for the public. So, there we go. Let's see. No, I think that's pretty much it as far as AEW shit goes. So, yeah. So, is Bruce going to be your best man?
No. I mean, I had a heart to heart with Kaylee about this. Because my best mate died 2 years ago.
Yeah.
He committed suicide, and he would have been my best man, hands down, no questions asked.
Yeah, it's why I'm asking, because I was curious.
Like, now, just it hurts to think about the fact that I'm gonna have my wedding and he's not gonna be there, because he was like my brother.
Yeah.
And
I would say you don't actually have to have a best man. It's just a traditional thing. There is nothing that says you have to have one.
Yeah, I know, but I kind of do want one.
You don't trust yourself to keep hold of the rings, do you? You think you're going to lose them?
It's not only that. It's like, you know me. I've got social anxiety. So standing in front of so many people is scary.
I know. Yeah, don't do it on your own then. Yeah, find something to stand up with.
Yeah.
There you go. Because they can help distract you as well. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
So yeah, just find somebody who's not gonna panic you. Basically, that'd be what I'd suggest.
Yeah, I mean, I've said to Kaylee's little brother about doing it.
Or just have lots of Valium.
Just I've known Kaylee's younger brother since I've known her, which is like 21 years. So I've known her little brother since he was in nappies.
Yep.
And we get along. He makes me laugh and shit. I make him laugh.
Well, if that works, do that. It's not the worst idea.
We're terrible when we're together, though.
Well, don't marry him then.
I meant in like a funny way. We're just like hilarious.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing. It'll help with the not being tense and shit.
Yeah. But at the same time, I don't want to have him as my best man and then be thinking about my best friend. And like how I wish he was there, because then it's just gonna I don't want him to feel like he's second best.
Well, how do I put this? Your best friend isn't gonna think that, and neither's he, because it's a case of you can't help who's there and who isn't in that situation, because there's no way you can do anything about it.
No.
It's at the same time, as far as her brother goes, the fact you chose him out of anybody means you value him as much as the person who's not there. So that's still a big thing for them. And as for your friend who's no longer with us, he wouldn't want you to be up there on your own.
No.
Because even though he would have known you well enough to know that you would have been crap with the anxiety thing, you'd need somebody. They're not that. Nobody would be that stupid to think you wouldn't.
Yeah, I know.
So I understand I understand your thinking though, because obviously it's like,
you know me. I don't like upsetting people.
Yeah.
And nobody likes being second best.
No, but at the same time, it's not a second best thing. It's a case of you're still being chosen for something. It doesn't matter if you're the second pick, third pick, or whatever. You've still picked, somebody still picked you to do something for them. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
I don't think her little brother will take it badly that he's probably the second choice, because he probably would understand it as well, to be perfectly honest, because it's like a case of, oh, you can't have the person who you would have picked, so you want to pick the next best person to it. That's a compliment too, because it means you hold him in the same way you'd hold that person. It's a good thing.
It has been kind of funny though, because her older brother found out that I chose his little brother as my best man, and he was like, "I see how it is. You go with the younger model."
Yeah.
I was just like, I turned around and said to him, "You used to pick on me at school. Why the fuck would I choose you?"
Yeah. There you go. The point of a best man is supposed to pick somebody you actually like too.
I do like her brother now, but I never used to.
No, but I mean, you have to pick somebody who you like and who likes you, generally over a long period of time.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming the younger brother's never had a problem with the younger brother, so that makes sense to me.
No, he's always been like a little brother to me, so.
Well, there you go. That makes sense to me.
So I always busted his balls when he was at school, so that way he was on time and shit.
Yeah, figuratively, by the way, people, he didn't actually stand there with a hammer.
No. Even though his dad threatened to do it a couple of times because he was misbehaving.
Yeah, that's parents and kids. That's different.
Yeah.
And besides, back in the old days, you could do that shit.
Mhm.
You can't do it. You'd never be able to do that now.
No.
Well, you could. You just wouldn't be able to get away with it.
Yeah.
Because some things in the world have changed for the better and some have changed for the worse.
Which one's which again?
I'll let you decide that for yourself, because we all have different opinions.
Yeah. This is true.
Because just because something's good for one person doesn't mean it was good for another person. So.
No, I can relate to that.
Yeah. Oh, there is something I forgot to tell you that was a WWE thing. It's not really relevant or anything. I just thought it'd be funny to tell you. Did you know the coaches and the backstage people in WWE have been told to dye their beards and to cut their hair to look younger?
Why?
I'm being legitimately serious, by the way. This is something they've been told.
Are they planning on selling the company?
No idea, but I suspect that probably is where it is going in the long run. But yeah, the trainers and coaches have been told this.
How the hell's A-Train going to pull that off?
Well, I don't think he's got that issue, has he?
Yeah. So good luck to him if he does.
Explains why Scotty Too Hotty left, doesn't it?
And Billy Gunn.
Oh, that was well before this, though. But Billy Gunn also doesn't have grey hair. And also his hair's quite short, so...
But he looks old.
That's because he is old. Vince doesn't mind if you physically look old. It's just if you've got grey, because Vince doesn't like grey.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, he has a thing about grey hair.
In the mirror lately?
Oh, he doesn't class himself as being that way. He just doesn't like it in other people.
Jesus.
It's the whole double standard thing.
Oh, so it works for bachelor parties and it works for Vince McMahon. Good to know.
Yeah. You also got to bear in mind that he has a problem with people not being able to do good promos. Have you heard him speak on television lately?
Have you seen him walk?
No, more him talking, not walking.
No, I'm saying his walk's a distraction from any promo he makes because his walk's just like.
Yeah, but he's always done weird walks on television, but the talking thing's more relevant because the way he talks now is a lot different to how he used to talk. And it's not good.
His walk is a medical thing because he tore both his quads.
Yeah, but that's not really the relevant part here. Because he wants people to be able to do their own promos and do them well. That's the issue. He doesn't have a problem with people walking. It's a problem with people talking.
Mm.
That's why it's actually relevant. But yeah, that is the reason why he walks that way.
Yeah, he blew out both of his quads getting into the ring when the John Cena and Batista drew the Rumble one year.
Yeah. Do you know what's really weird about that? The whole quads things. Kevin Nash has probably blown about 8 quads in his lifetime, but he can actually still walk normal.
Yeah, I think it was because he blew them out both at the same time.
Yeah, Kevin Nash has done that too.
I don't know. I'm not a medical officer or anything.
I just think it's funny when you look at it that way.
It is. And kind of strange as well.
I would say bear in mind, obviously, Nash was younger when this happened, so that may have something to do with it.
Yeah.
I just think it's funny. Oh.
It is pretty funny.
Yeah. So, how's Katie's Supernatural watching going?
It's alright. She's started again from season 1 because they've got it on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, I know. I was on Amazon Prime the other day and I noticed it was on there. So
Yeah, it's all 15 seasons.
yeah. Has she actually seen them all yet?
No, she hasn't seen 14 and 15.
Then why is she starting from the first one? Watch the last 2, then watch them all in sequence.
Because it's been a while since she watched them all. Well, it's been a while since her dad watched them all, so her dad's watching them with her.
Okay, because she does realise that I'm going to spoil them, and then if she takes too long to watch them.
Yeah. I haven't watched 14 and 15 yet. I think I'm like halfway through 14.
Yeah, well, I suggest you just watch them without her then, because otherwise I will start spoiling them. Because it's getting to a point now where it's okay to do spoilers.
Yeah.
I'll hold off to a certain point in time, but once it gets to like over a year.
Yeah, I mean, the only problem with me and Kaylee is like we do both like work and we have different shifts, and we do want to watch 14 and 15 together, but we didn't see each other for the past 2 weeks.
Dude, she doesn't want you to have strippers.
This is true.
That's all I'm saying. I'm sure you can watch Supernatural without her. It'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't let on. It'll be our secret. Nobody will know.
You're terrible.
Yeah, your point.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. It's a good boy. So, we'll let all the people, we'll let anyone who's watching disappear at this point, though. So we'll let them all go. So what we'll also remind people to do is the charity. So Salvation Army Just Giving page, link is down below.
No donations so far this month, but there's 13 tokens in the swear jar, so I've got to get 9 more Easter eggs.
Exactly. Oh, we have a comment here. Oh, no, it's just spam. Spam comments, they can go away. So if it's a normal, actual proper comment, I will read it. But if it's spam, no, you can go away. So yes, Easter eggs Aaron's got this month because of he's being Rudy and saying stuff. So, but those of course happen on the Twitch right here.
Yep.
So you guys can check that out, which is Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays.
Mm-hmm.
Where Aaron will be doing a variety of things. He'll normally post about on social media in advance.
Yeah, normally on my story.
There you go. And his social media pretty much is Kieran McCullers right there. Easiest way to find him. Is it the same on all your social media?
Should be.
Yeah. So Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, I'm guessing. Yeah.
Yep.
There you go. So you guys can do that stuff there. There you go. I did all the other plugs and stuff earlier in the show, but I'm just redoing Aaron's now because obviously Aaron is here to talk about them as well.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Most of the Karen Colours stuff is like still happening on the days that it's set on my schedule on Twitch. However, I won't be there this weekend, as I've already stated. I'm in Ramsgate this weekend.
So no Saturday Karen Colours stream. Aaron will also not be here next Sunday either for the same reason.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Sorry. I just have prior commitments.
Yeah, you're lucky it's a good reason. Otherwise there'd be trouble.
I'm pretty sure no one cares.
You made a commitment, boy. Oh, Aaron's face.
Oh.
No, to be fair, as far as reasons go, it's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
Thank you for validating my reason.
I don't need to validate your reason. Your reason's your reason. I'm just explaining to everyone that I think is a good reason. I don't need to validate your reason. I'm not your keeper. That's Kaylee's job.
That's true.
So, are you both going? That's what. Now I think.
Yeah.
Are you both? Yeah. Cool. So you both get to go both see the Bubba. Yay!
Yeah, it's the first time Kaylee's meeting Kira, so.
Oh, that's not going to go well. For you, I mean.
No. But I've got Ben, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking Ben on a night out for his birthday. It's his birthday on the 31st.
Yeah. The Ben we were talking about is Mr. Butt Saggington. So he has a Twitch channel as well. And him and Aaron do play together quite a lot. So this way, they're going to get to play together in real life. And you can all make up your own jokes now. I know I'm going to. And of course, Kira does her own Twitch as well, so she does streams as well. So they're all going to be play down there playing together.
Yeah.
So good. And with that one, people, we will see you later. Well, I will see you next Sunday. Aaron will see you on his Twitch Monday and Wednesday. And then the following week.
Yep.
So bye-bye, people.
I might do a stream on Friday. Just to
Okay.
keep the 3 days up.
I've not ended it yet, so yeah, cool. Yeah, keep an eye on his socials because he'll let you know if that happens. Okay. So, bye-bye.
Bye.